What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Grain and Scale Reacts. I am one half of the Disrespective Collective, Craig Smith, a.k.a. Sister of Life, here with...
It's your boy Queese, a.k.a. Dash. Before to get into my boy, Hi Ren. Oh, hold on. We gonna get into Ren. The song is called Hi Ren. Hi Ren. You good? Everything
Shout out to
bro?
all the Ren supporters and the Ren listeners and all the new subscribers that we got because of Ren, who here because of the Ren journey. And this is mainly because y'all was the ones who suggested this track as a better introduction than the last track that we had. And I'm going to let y'all know right now, this is one of the tracks that because of y'all, I am anticipating the most. So I can't wait to hear it. Let's go. With Ren, Hi Ren. I like the theatrics already. Dude coming in with the pig mask and
Hi there, Ren. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ren, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect to always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate.
Hey, pause it real quick.
Yeah, hold on.
You know what this remind me of off top? Soon as I hear it, the first thing is Damien from DMX.
Bro, that's crazy you said that. That's crazy. I literally was thinking, wait a minute. This reminds me of Damien from DMX. It's a different perspective on how he's doing it. It's his version of Damien.
His mental perspective of that.
Absolute. That's crazy. I was literally gonna say that.
But the first thing I'm thinking about is that, this is a vein of the whole Dame, because he had a series of that.
A series of it.
That was a track I was looking forward to on the DMX albums. Was what's his chapter with Damien. This album.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this
reminds me. If y'all don't know, I know we older. DMX Damien. If y'all younger and y'all go check that out, bro. That's exactly what I was thinking too. This reminds me of not to cut you off. Yeah. I don't know if the younger people understand like the Damien series and how epic that was at the time. I literally was thinking that like the way his mental health is messing with him, he talking to himself, he got the good side, the bad. It reminded me so much of Damien as soon as you said, I'm like, oh God, we had the same thought.
Yeah, for sure. Like that's why I can automatically identify, okay, I know what he doing with this. Mm-hmm. Plus, it helps from us doing the last reaction of people letting us know that he was going through this or he went through this or he's there because so it just puts a lot into perspective. So this is dope so far. I see why they were saying that this is a deep one right here. Yeah. This ain't one of those. People were saying this is a great introduction to understand what you're gonna get from him. And then now, that's what they were saying last week, what I wanted to do this for. And now, with people telling us now, like, hey, you got to take this one serious. I see what y'all mean.
I went through some.
I get this.
And I've been honest on our page. Like, recently, I went through some real, like, mental stuff. I'm still going through it, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But, like, so, like, for me, hearing, like, somebody talk about those kind of thoughts, it hits a little different for me. because I never expressed these kind of thoughts until recently with my therapist. So it's like I understand exactly artistically what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, this is great, but it sure reminded me of Damien because I feel like that was DMX's way of actually expressing these inner thoughts and inner demons he was hearing in his mind. So me hearing Ren do it, it's like a different way, but it's the same kind of feeling.
And it's almost, I don't even know if it's the chicken come before the egg theory, or like he might, let's say he never even, because of what he went through, he might have never even heard DMX track. Yep. But I can just take what he going through and what he doing and look at it like he's doing it as a very personal, vulnerable, introspective of like, no, this is me versus me talking to me going through what I'm going through with me, as opposed to DMX going through it and having to put the theatrical story of this is the devil's son talking to me, even though they both pretty much saying the same thing in a sense, maybe not the same exact. In a sense, they both.
I think artistically right now, I'm at a point to where that vulnerability stuff hit me different because I'm in the middle of writing a project, y'all. I retired, but I'm actually in the middle of writing a project. And the stuff I'm making, like this project, when it come out, I'm definitely gonna promote it on the page and everything. But this ain't my typical Dash music. Like Craig has heard certain stuff and he like, yo, you and your Joe Buttons.
That's
like
my
this ain't
bag
my
right there. Like everything I want to say to her that I never say, I'm about to put in a rhyme form.
So it's like me hearing the stuff that he's doing, I know that's coming from a deep place. Like the stuff y'all gonna hear from me, like bro, I'm a womanizer. But like you're not gonna hear womanizing music on this joint. Like I'm not a womanizer at all. You hear every vulnerability from multiple relationships. You hear just like you hear a vulnerability that you never heard. Anybody who listens to me never heard. So it's like when I hear an artist like Ren do this kind of stuff, for me right now, it hits a little different because I know it's just him emotionally dumping on a beat. That's what he's doing. He's emotionally dumping on the beat.
Shout out to the Rens who I just found out about. Shout out NF. Shout out to my
sometimes you got emotionally dump
my
on the
introduction
beat,
to the whole thing. Shout out to Eminem, boy. They know how to do that style of music. They know how to do that the best.
And for some of us, while I respect people like Rand or M, because for some of us, that's not our natural thing to do. So, like, for me, people who's, like, heard stuff I wrote, they be like, damn, bro, you in a different bag, because that's not my usual. I understand exactly artistically, like, what he's doing.
Yeah, I know they hate hearing it, but the rap that usually come from us is the braggadocious stuff, and the opposite side is the introspective. But anyway, let's finish listening to Ren.
Lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great. And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we.
Wow, bro.
I am you are me.
Bro.
I am I, we are. Oh my God. What he just,
I feel you.
Yeah,
remember I told you I wrote a song called Not Good Enough? It's the same emotion that he's expressing.
Yeah, man.
Like, I feel you, Ren. All right, let's go. Let's go.
I want to hit a you and me part again, but yeah, you can, as you usually do, Tyler, you know.
For doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me, I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is
drop my damn drink. Ren made me drop my damn drink. Bro, I feel you, Ren. I feel you, Ren. I feel you, bro. Don't worry. We gonna be good on the camp, but listen.
I don't have nothing like that that's like extra. I don't want to ever
some napkins out of there, bro.
I don't ever want to like co-op anybody else stuff or nothing, but I can at least feel that to some degree just on the self-doubt that I be having in myself about things. Like I'm sure everybody's, not even just his, everybody's on their own personal level and they all got their own extremes. But the reason that I can identify with that type of mind state or that line is because I know that I be having a lot of like self-doubt. So that I am you are, because man, I be wanting to be the other, you know what I'm saying? Like I know that I could do, I know I'm good. I want to like not be that, but it's hard to not be, whatever you naturally are type stuff.
We don't understand.
I don't know. I guess that's probably why I like artists like this. I like artists who are able to articulate, especially rapping verbally, because there's a bunch of ways to articulate it. I like it when this rapper able to verbally articulate it over a beat, these type of feelings. So
I think we all have these kind of feelings, and I think most cases we don't want to be that vulnerable artistically because you don't want people to judge you. And I think we all think about like what people gonna think when they hear these thoughts. And I feel like that's why I said like the stuff I've been writing recently, like this one of the first times ever writing music where I wouldn't even think. It was literally my therapy. Like I wasn't thinking about how it was gonna come off. So it's like I'm just putting the thoughts out there, and if you relate, you relate. If you don't, and it's like usually I am such a womanizer. My stuff is braggadocious. I'm mad confident, but like sometimes you come across somebody who kind of breaks that confidence, and it makes you question yourself. Yeah. And once you question yourself, them thoughts go from that situation to every situation in your life that you never even thought about. So now you questioning everything. Mm-hmm. You questioning friends. You questioning chicks you used to be with, family. You just questioning stuff. So like a song like this from Ren, what I hear is like you in that process of you questioning things, and artistically, this is just what you created from it. My creation is different, but the feeling, the understanding of what you feeling, I grasp because I hear the words you saying, so I know the way you felt. So like that's an artist move. That's not like rapper or whatever. Like that's artist stuff. But let's get back to Ren.
Me, I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Wow, your Grammys, Ren? Nowhere.
Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics or stats. I never write hooks for the radio, they never even play me, so why would I concern myself with that? But my music is really connecting, and the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that.
Man, it's just like that. So I'm inside you, you twat.
No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong.
Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with his subconscious, Eminem did it.
Played on guitar.
Plan B did it.
Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material.
Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore.
Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath us.
That's right, speak your truth, your fucking God complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Pause real quick.
That was crazy.
Hold on. You know what? You know what I
crazy.
just thought about when he said that? I say, T to go finna like this, right? This is literally kind of your process of the demos. Like, we're gonna put you on the mic and say this. It's the same thought process as an artist that you have with that whole thing you do. Talk about that real quick. See, I know y'all can't see T to go on the camera, but talk about that real quick.
I mean, there's not really too much to add to it. This is more like the that thing where you get stuck. Like if you're writing something, right, and you kind of get through it, you get to a point where you want to go record it, you go ahead and do that, you find some joy in it, but then let's say you get to a point where you could get it mixed and mastered, you could have it released at that point, and do it with a plan behind it, but something stops you, right? There's something that stops you there. And I think it's that perfectionism piece.
Yep.
And if you can find joy in the creative process, then you might as well share what you just did creatively with the people. You know what I'm saying? That's that whole idea when it comes down to demos sounding better and all that.
Yep.
I think
T to Go got demo sound better. Y'all check that out. He all over the social medias. T to Go putting together a project too. If y'all want to go support T to Go, and I just thought about that because when he said that, it's the same thought process. Like the whole thing about demo sound better is just like it's just get it out, Like because as artists, you always overthink it and you question yourself. Like maybe this ain't good enough. Maybe it ain't mixed good enough. Maybe it ain't mastered. Maybe the song ain't good enough. As an artist. A real artist, you go through that process. So, like, I think he's just discussing that process. And T to Goat is in the middle of doing that. So I was like, what's like T to Goat? Like, because that reminded me of the process he's currently in.
Yeah. Not every artist go through that.
Every artist go through
I'm going through that right now, and it's definitely stuff that I'm like, I should just get this, put this together, and put it out instead of worrying about, is this worth mastering? Is this worth mixing? Is this worth doing? Is this song good enough? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so I'm
going through the same as I'm writing. I
think every artist do. I think every artist
I never
does
go
that.
through it because I told you before. I've always just had fun with music. I just talk my ish, talk whatever
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
doing.
yeah.
So like
You-
right now, me being like me really
My
having
bad.
thoughts I'm
He only
talking
make
about.
hits.
I'm not saying that. I just always make like what feels good to me. This one, like these songs don't necessarily feel good to me. Like I've wrote some of these songs literally crying because like even if you hear it, it might not even sound as deep on the ear when you hear it. But for me, it's a lot of hidden stuff I got in there. So I know exactly what I'm saying. So it feels different to me. I was trying to make it so where it still sound good to the person listening to it. But the people who know what's going on, like a Craig who might know something that's going on, he understands like certain little intricacies like, damn, that nigga was really like getting his stuff off. So it's like artistically, as an artist, when Ren doing these kind of things, I understand artistically what he's trying to do. This ain't just him going in there with a beat and saying, let me rap. That's why he's doing it with a guitar. He doing it so that's how he felt. Everything you hear on them strings, that's how he felt. He wanted that to sound that way to match with how he feel. Because some of them strings are different. They in different chords if you listen to it. Some of it is in different chords. He's trying to make you feel a certain way.
One thing I do want to point out, I'm seeing this in the chat. It's one take. This is a live performance.
I know. I thought that too.
I didn't even know.
It's one take. He's changing his voice with the beats. I was gonna say that at the end. Y'all just stole my thunder. Shout out to the people in the chat. But like that's why like right now this A+ work because he's doing it live in one take because he's turning his head every time he goes into the other character.
I was gonna go. I was looking to pay attention because I didn't know if when he was talking about the dark guy, I didn't know if that was the shadow side, and I was waiting to see if when he turned back around if it was gonna be light. But I think it's still shadowy though. So that was just one other part that I was looking into to see how intricate he was about the video. But that I didn't know. I kind of suspected or figured that it was supposed to be one take or look like that at least. I didn't know like that it was that for sure. I knew that it was supposed to look like that.
Yeah, definitely looked like it.
Yeah, I didn't know that that's definitely what it was. So yeah, even more kudos to him for knocking it out in one take.
Yeah, I noticed that I thought it was a one take thing. So I'm like, this is even more impressive that he's doing this in one take where he getting the different voices. They switch the camera angle. He changed his voice projection for the character to match. Like that's impressive. Like as an artist. So yeah.
Rushing to ask for you, say it instead of downplay it.
Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus.
Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren.
Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren.
I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside.
Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mephistophelies, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name is stitched to your lips, so you see I will bow to the will of a mortal, feeble and normal. You wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
Hold on, bro.
Also, is he shooting these in the same mental hospital or something? Because it's the same kind of view he was in the last video. It seemed like he just walked to another room. Like, I don't know. This just seems.
I want to make sure I like highlight this, bro. Artistically, he just did a different genre of music. Like he just
I don't know what to call. I don't know what to call what he just did.
He literally switched a genre.
I don't know what that was.
Hold on. I want to make sure I acknowledge that. He went from one genre to a different genre. It's just him and his guitar. It's not like he's, he ain't got like a group of people. He switched a genre. That's super talented as a musician. He switched a genre of the music he was playing and then still created lyrics to the different genre and built it up like it was almost like a video game. Remember back in Mario Bros. You finna die and he go
and the music changed and it set the tone. Like
he
I
did
respect
that while switching
all
his
that
rap
he
style.
just did then, but once he switched the beat and started doing what he was doing with the guitar and rapping at the same time, I didn't know what to call that. And I was also okay with that. Like, whatever they tell me to call that, that's what I'll call it.
Bro, he was switching the
sounded,
genre of what he was
sounded
doing.
dope to me, and what he was doing, I could just appreciate, you know, what he trying to put together from all of what he was doing.
That was
so
crazy. I just wanted to make sure I acknowledge that.
I'm not even worried about trying to categorize it like, oh, this is rap or this
You
the
can't.
beat.
You can't.
He on beat, he off beat.
Nah, you
no,
can't.
Like,
This
whatever.
the thing.
I'm
you can't even do that.
I'm in this now.
You can't do that because he switched the genre.
Yeah.
So it's not even hip hop. It's not pop. It's not rock. It's not pop rock. He literally like went from one genre to the other. So right now it's like a genreless music. He's literally switching the mode of the music, and he doing it live.
Hey.
That's shout out to my boy Ren. That's crazy. All right, let's get back to Ren, bro.
You ran.
Video shooting too with the lights flickering and all of that. It adds a
They
lot.
playing this. They definitely playing it out.
Adds a lot. Even bringing them in in the wheelchair and stuff too.
Hi Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So care of the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs, that I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that make to be strong. And when I am gone I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, Iroquois minted different side.
Hey, the brain is a powerful thing, bro.
He understands melodies and all that, though. Like he understands how melodically music's supposed to sound. He understands it.
All I can think about is that imagine he already dope. Never mind. Never mind. All I'm gonna say is, man, do you ever just be grateful that you have the brain that you have? Sometimes I'll just be grateful that I have the brain.
But he's not
that I
done.
have.
It's only like halfway through. What he at? Let me see. What he
When
got?
I was 7.
Oh yeah, he still got thoughts to get off.
God, man, I'll be feeling so, man, this.
Go ahead, T to go.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas, that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften.
and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
That's like extra introspective, like, and that's just life. That is life. That is like right. It is a eternal pendulum swinging from happiness to darkness, and you deal with both as the pendulum swings, because it's never gonna be all happy and it's never gonna be all dark, but you definitely gonna experience both as like a life force in this thing of being, as they say. So I don't know. Like, I love the way people can put stuff into perspective sometimes, and a lot of things can mean the same thing. And sometimes I just love that aspect of life. And what he just described right there ain't nothing. That's life. That's what life is. Because he's right. If you try to figure out a way to constantly not be this way, but be this way, then it could drive you kind of in a state of instability. But once you realize that it is just a continuous pendulum of sometimes it's going to be happy, sometimes it's going to be dark, but it's never going to stay either way, and you figure out how to live in that balance, I think that's one of the most prolific, even in things in life. And without even, whether you go through some of that stuff or you don't go through that, what he just said can make so much sense to everybody if you really like wanted to listen.
I think, like, as somebody who recently going through those same exact thoughts, I think that's absolutely right. And I think sometimes you can get so tilted that you forget it'll eventually balance out. Because like where I was at mentally, I forgot it could balance out. I was so deep over here, I wasn't thinking about the balance of life. Like, you just kind of lose that. So that's why I said, like, as artistically, him trying to get those thoughts out, like the whole song was him basically saying, like, it's kind of unbalanced. Like, part of me this, part of me that, but it's not balancing. I don't really know which side to go, but at the end, he reeled it in together enough for this side to outbalance this side. You know what I'm saying? And I think when you're going through certain mental issues and stuff, like, at some point it's a bad balance. And if you get through it enough, you will eventually balance it out to a good place. And I think at the end of his song, he just basically was balancing it out to a positive place versus the dark place he was at in the song, where he was trying to, like, figure out, like, how he felt, and he didn't know, because I'm questioning myself. I'm questioning if I'm good enough. I'm questioning everything. And by the end, he basically was like, yo, I understand who I am. I'm not going to question that, and I'm just going to be in that space.
Hey, man, shout out to Ren, man, and I'm looking forward to hearing more music from him. I enjoy this type of music, as I don't even want to just like blame it on Eminem, but like as a kid growing up in high school and coming up in hip hop, I should say, and when Eminem came out and exploring that aspect of music, which led me to a Joe Budden, which led me to, we can talk about that stuff, and we can, I actually enjoy this type of stuff when you can use your artistic creation and your artistic form to not only heal, but teach too, and just use as a vent to get out and event stuff. So I enjoy this type of music. I like it. And I'm looking forward to hearing more.
And to allow yourself to be vulnerable enough to do it. Because I think artistically, you have thoughts where sometimes you're going through stuff, but it's like, do I really want to write about that? But sometimes them emotions and feelings, they so overwhelming.
That's the stuff that's going to connect.
It just, and it's like when I put this project out, bro, like I say, it's very different music than I typically make. But it's like, I just hope, like, it's people that can connect to the way I felt.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, it's not going to be like a bunch of songs with me just trying to go punchline crazy or nothing like that, like you might typically get. It's literally me talking about how I've been feeling for these last, like, maybe like year, bro. And it's a bunch of those feelings and thoughts out. And it's like, when I put it out, I hope people can relate to it much more than be like, oh, he can rap. Like, I know I can rap. I know I can come up with a punchline, but I hope
I know
you
I
can relate
can
to the
rap,
feelings.
but do you feel me though?
Do you feel me? Shout out for real. Shout out to my boy Rich Poe, because he always say I want to put an album where I just talk about all this stuff I feel, and I feel like this gonna be my project where it's just like a lot of stuff I was feeling and going through. But appreciate y'all for coming through, tapping in, hit the like button, put somebody on, put somebody on. It's being boys Disrespected Collective. I'm your boy Queese, aka Dash with my mans.
Craig Smith, aka Sense of Life.
And shout out to my boy Tyler behind the scenes, Radio 22, Everything 22. And we'll get at y'all later. Shout out to everybody in the live chat. You know what I'm saying? I know we got strike down, and you know we got strike down for y'all. It was the boy Harry Mack. I tried to catch that a Millie joint quick, bro. And
and shout out to you for that, because I wouldn't have called it. I would have just let everything go and fly. Yeah. But and to the real ones who stuck it through and came back when we went back up to end this.
Shout out to the real
just
ones.
as live. Shout out to y'all, man.
Yeah.
It's been fun, man. I look forward to chopping it up with y'all next week, laughing with y'all next week, getting roasted by y'all next week. Man, I can't tell y'all how much I love and appreciate y'all. Look, man. Look, I'm done. Y'all gonna make me cry. I'm out of here. Appreciate y'all.
We out. This one.